Subject English 7. Topic Viewing Techniques and Strategies. Competency K-12 CG Reference EN 7 Phase CLC 2. Use appropriate viewing strategies to interpret visual information like TV advertisements, movie, trailers, infographics, etc. Time allotment 60 minutes. Learning area viewing. Teaching strategy guided viewing, collaborative analysis and reflection. Materials or resources. Short PSA video 1 to 2 minutes, visual aids, infographics, screenshots, viewing guide, worksheet, Manila paper and markers. Learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, students should be able to cognitive, identify, and explain the different viewing strategies used to understand visual materials. Affected, show appreciation for the value of being a critical and responsible viewer of media. Psychomotor, apply appropriate viewing strategies in analyzing and presenting different kinds of visual materials.
Good morning, class. Again, my name is Teacher Rizal Minga. But before we start our lesson for today, let's begin with a short prayer to thank God for today's blessing. Miss Cruz, kindly lead a prayer.
A class prayer. Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. Lord God, we thank you for this day and the blessings that you give us. We seek for your guidance and protection all the time. We ask for your wisdom to speak only words that will build up and encourage others. Give us patience, courage, and perseverance to learn new concepts. May we have a wonderful and productive time in class. In this, we ask through your powerful name. Amen.
Thank you, Miss Cruz. Class, you may now take your seats. How are you today, everyone? That's great to hear. I am happy to see all of your bright faces this morning. I hope you're ready to learn and have fun. But before we dive into our lesson, let's get our bodies and mind ready with a short energizer. Let's dance a music. Are you ready, class? Very good, class. You're such great dancers. I can see your minds are awake and ready. Now, let's check your attendance. When I call your name, please say present. Very good. Great. Everyone's here and ready to learn. Before we move on to our lesson, let's have a quick review. Who remembered how we find meaning in posters or in short films? Excellent! Yes, we look closely at the images, colors, words, and symbols to understand the message the creator wants to share. That's right. We use both our eyes and our mind to find the meaning. Good job! Now that we've warmed up, let's now move on to our new lesson for today. Alright class, let's move on to our viewing techniques today called Spot the Message. This game will help you practice your viewing techniques and strategies. That means using your eyes and your critical thinking to understand what visuals are trying to tell us. Here's how we play. First, I will flash 3 visuals on the screen, one at a time. Second, your task is to observe carefully, look at the details like the colors, images, symbols, facial expressions, and text if there's any. Then guess the message that the pictures is trying to communicate. Finally, explain what clues or details help you figure it out. Everyone, are you ready? Okay, let's start the first visual. Take a good look. Now, who can share what message you think this picture is trying to tell us? Okay, Mr. Cruz? That's interesting. Your answer is very good. What details help you think that way? Very good. You used your observation skills well. Let's go to the next. Show the second visual. Here's the second visual. Remember, focus on the details and think about the message behind the image. For the second image, who wants to share their thoughts? Okay, Mr. Santos. Good job! Very good. Great job, everyone. You're becoming real visual detectives. Now, here's our last visual. Take a moment to observe. Okay, who would like to share their thoughts? Yes, Miss Joy? Yes, very good. You are all very good. And for that, I will give you A for excellent. You are all very observant. I can see all of you are learning how to use viewing strategies like observing, analyzing, and interpreting to understand the meaning behind visuals.
Good morning, class. Okay, good morning, good morning. So, before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ronabel Ray Lugato. Now, before we begin our lesson, let me ask you, have you ever seen people who don't follow the traffic rules? Maybe drivers text while driving, or a person who crossed the road, pedestrian without looking? Alright, so today we're going to watch a public service announcement or PSA. This video is all about a road safety. And class, while you are watching, I want you to think about these 3 questions. 1. What message did you get from the video? 2. What made the message clear? And 3. Who was it made for?
Congratulations on getting your license. You are now part of the driving community on the road. Driving can be very safe if you drive responsibly. Always remember that when you are driving, the safety of other road users is in your hands. Do you know that the consequences of irresponsible driving includes serious injuries, permanent disabilities, jail, and death? You're lucky if you survive, but you'll have to live with the guilt of causing harm to others for the rest of your life. In a rush, speeding, beating the red light, and riding recklessly can kill in horribly painful ways. It's better late than never. Using your phone while driving seems trivial. One moment of distraction is all it takes to cause an accident. And have you seen what can happen when you drink and drive? You can lose someone you love. Remember, drink and drive is a deadly mix. In Singapore, a fatal accident occurs every 3 days. If you are involved in any traffic accident, you must stop your vehicle and render assistance. Hit and run is a serious offense. You may have taken months or even years to get your hard-earned license. So drive responsibly, or you will lose your license. We are all responsible for our road safety. Always use your road sense to ensure safer and more pleasant journeys for everyone.
Okay, class, now that you've been finished watching, let's share your thoughts. Your viewing guide to help you. So our question number 1 is, what did you get? Yes, Ms. Riazel. Yes, okay. The message of the video is about being careful and responsible on the road. Very good. So the PSA reminds us that life is so precious, so drive safely. The next question for number 2 is, what made the message clear? Yes, Ms. Rachel. Okay, show real life accident. Yes, that's correct. Okay, very good. So the use of the visual sounds and text made the PSA powerful. These elements help the audience feel the importance of road safety. And our last question is, who was it made for? Yes, Mr. Manay. Okay, users, driver, passenger. Okay, correct. The PSA was made for everyone who uses the road because each of us has a role in keeping it safe. Okay, so class, what did you learn from the PSA? Okay, careful, okay, responsible, okay, that's exactly. Always remember, class, road safety starts with you. Crossing at the right cross, wearing a seatbelt, and obeying traffic lights can save lives.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Let's going to discuss about viewing strategies. When you watch a video, a TikTok video, or even advertisement, do you just watch it for fun, or do you think about what message is trying to tell you? Today, we've learned how to watch a view more actively and critically using what we call viewing strategies. Viewing strategies are techniques that help us understand, interpret, and evaluate what we see in visual materials. Here are the 5 main strategies we can use. Number one is previewing. Predict what the materials is about. Example, when you see title Climate Crisis, what do you think the video will show? What did you predict before watching? Number 2 is focusing. Focusing is spot important visuals or details. Examples, look at the background, facial expression, and symbols. What details caught your attention? Number 3 is questioning. Questioning as what the creators want to say. Example, why did the creator use that image or word? What message was the creator trying to say? Number 4 is inferring. Inferring, read between the lines. What message is applied but not directly said? What different meaning can you find out? Number 5 is evaluating. Evaluating, was the video convincing? Did it make you feel something? Was the message effective? Why or why not? So that's all. That's how viewing strategies. Number 1 is previewing, focusing, questioning, inferring, and evaluating. So before we end, remember this: a smart viewer doesn't just watch. They observe, understand, and evaluate what message behind what they see. Be a wise viewer.
Alright class, good morning. Today we're going to the application page of our lesson, and we're going to do a group activity called See and Think. This is where you get to apply what you have learned about visual communication. As you can see in the slide, the first thing we need to do is to form small groups. Please get into groups of 3 or 4 students. Once you are in your groups, I will give each group a different visual materials. This could be an infographic, a short advertisement, or even a cartoon. Each group gets something different. Okay, now that you're in your groups, I'm going to hand out the visual materials. Remember, each group has a different one, so don't pick. Now, here's the think part in your groups. I want you to analyze the visual materials you've been given. To guide your analysis, I want you to answer 3 questions. Alright class, time's up. Now, each group will have 2 to 3 minutes to present your analysis to the class. Tell us what you think the message is, how you figure it out, and how effective you think the visual is. Let's start with group number 1. Thank you, group number 1. That was a very insightful analysis. Great job, everyone. You all did a fantastic job of analyzing your visuals and presenting your ideas. I hope this activity has helped you to see how visual communication works and how we can critically analyze the message we see every day. Thank you and God bless.
Before we end, I would like to hear your answer for a few questions. So, what did you learn about viewing techniques and strategies? Which strategy was the easiest for you to use? Yes, Mrs. Cruz. Miss Cruz. Okay, thank you. Please be seated. And how can this help you in your studies and in your daily life? Yes, Mr. Sanchez. Very good. So, your answer was wonderful. That means you understood that viewing is not about watching, but also about giving meaning and understanding the message. So, it's also great that you are able to use these strategies like predicting, analyzing, while watching this video. For evaluation, I will give you a short oral activity to measure learning. So, tell me which strategy I am describing. Anyone? Use before giving to guess the content. Yes, at the back please stand. Very good. Use while viewing the notice the details. What is it? Okay, thank you. Please be seated. And next is use after viewing to analyze the message. Yes, Moncada? Great. Through learning about different viewing strategies, I realized that viewing is an active process. Techniques such as predicting, inferring, identifying visual cues, and analyzing context help me go beyond the surface in coming up what I see. Overall, understanding and applying reviewing techniques and strategies have improved my daily to think critically, interpret messages deeply, and appreciate visual media as a powerful tool for learning and communication. Thank you very much for your participation. We learned that viewing techniques and strategies are important for better understanding the visual or views that what we watch. I hope we can apply learned only in class but also in our daily lives.
These are our lessons for today and tomorrow. I hope everyone will do this assignment. Listen everyone, bring or download a visual material like infographic, poster, or short advertisement. And tomorrow, be ready to explain what viewing strategies you use to interpret it. And for our next meeting, we will evaluating a visual message critically. Thank you, class.
The more you look, the more you see. The more you see, the more you understand.
Teacher's Reflection. The lesson on viewing techniques and strategies effectively engaged students and helped them understand that viewing is an active process of thinking and interpreting, not just watching. Most learners participated enthusiastically in predicting, analyzing, and evaluating the video, showing improved critical viewing skills. However, some students needed more guidance in expressing their insights clearly, so we plan to use more guided questions and examples next time. Overall, the lesson successfully developed students' visual literacy and critical thinking, essential skills for understanding multimedia in today's digital world.